Welcome, aspiring authors and storytellers. Today, we're diving deep into the heart of storytelling, exploring the dynamic duo that fuels the flames of any great narrative: conflict and tension. These two elements are the secret sauce that keeps your readers hooked, eagerly turning those pages. So grab your pens and notebooks, and let's uncover the magic behind crafting compelling conflict and tension in your stories. Okay, first things first. What exactly are conflict and tension? And why are they so crucial in storytelling? Well, imagine your story as a roller coaster, and conflict as the twists and turns that make the ride exhilarating. Tension, on the other hand, is the suspenseful build-up before the big drop. Together, they create a narrative masterpiece that your readers will not be able to put down. Let's take a classic example: the hero's quest. Imagine your protagonist, a young knight named Alex, embarking on a perilous journey to retrieve a mythical artifact. What's the conflict? Well, a powerful sorcerer also seeks the same artifact, but for nefarious purposes. Now, the tension builds as Alex faces obstacles, betrayal, and a ticking clock. Will Alex succeed, or will the sorcerer's dark plans come to fruition? All right, I've got 8 tips here for you. First tip: layer your conflicts. Introduce multiple layers of conflict: internal struggles, interpersonal conflicts, and maybe the overarching quest itself. Each layer adds complexity and depth to your story, which will keep your readers engaged. Tip number 2: escalate the tension gradually. Build tension gradually by controlling the flow of information. Tease your readers with hints and mysteries, leaving them hungry for resolution. The more they invest, the greater the payoff. Now, let's plunge into the dark and suspenseful world of crime and justice with a short story I've recently completed. Detective Kristy Konnors, haunted by chilling nightmares, finds herself entangled in a perilous quest that unravels a sinister criminal tapestry. I'm going to use this story for your tips 3 through 8. Okay, tip number 3. Use your setting to amplify conflict. Incorporate the gritty, crime-ridden streets as a character in and of itself, for example. The setting should intensify the conflicts, becoming a labyrinth that reflects the moral ambiguity and danger that my protagonist, Kristy, faces. All right, tip number 4. Use both internal and external conflict. In my story, Kristy not only battles the criminal underworld, but also grapples with her own internal demons. This dual conflict adds layers of complexity, making her journey both a physical and emotional roller coaster for my readers. Now, as Kristy digs deeper, she confronts a malevolent underworld, challenging the very foundations of justice. Her resolve is unrelenting, but the tension escalates as she realizes the stakes involve not just solving crime, but also dismantling a nefarious syndicate. Okay, tip number 5. Raise the stakes whenever you can. Introduce elements that raise the stakes for your protagonist. For Kristy, it's not just about solving the case. It's about taking down a powerful criminal syndicate, putting her in the crosshairs of danger and deception. Okay, tip number 6. Heroic acts and betrayals. I've tried to craft moments where Kristy engages in heroic acts, but also faces betrayals. These conflicting elements hopefully keep my readers on the edge, questioning who can be trusted and adding layers of tension to the narrative. Of course, the tension reaches its peak in a gripping scene during a torrential downpour and a swelling Hudson River. Kristy, again caught in the crossfire of deception and danger, has got to walk the tightrope between apprehending a ruthless suspect and preventing a pretty bad tragedy. Okay, tip number 7. Try to use character-driven conflict. Create conflict that arises from your character's flaws, desires, and fears. Authentic, character-driven conflict should feel organic and resonates with your readers on a personal level. Okay, 8th and final tip. Try to break expectations whenever you can. Keep your readers on their toes by subverting expectations. Surprise them with unexpected twists and turns, ensuring that the resolution is not predictable. This element of surprise will serve to intensify your tension. So there you have it, storytellers. Conflict and tension, the dynamic duo that transforms a good story into an unforgettable journey. Try to experiment, be bold, and remember, it's the bumps in the road that make that ride worthwhile. Happy writing.